Hey guys, this podcast is brought to you by Sculpt Fitness. Stop in today for your free consultation and find out if the Sculpt Fitness lifestyle is the perfect fit for you. First order of business, we have on September 5th, Laura's pop-up yoga class, Thursday night at 6:15. So make sure you are signed up on MindBody and in our Facebook event so we can make sure that you have a spot. Mm-hmm. Second event coming up, not till the end of September, but we want you guys to put it on your calendars. We will be doing our seminar, Ready, Set, Sculpt, all about planning goals and executing them through. That'll be a Wednesday night at 6:15, September 25th.
Yeah, make sure you register on the MindBody app.
Or else. Can't come. No,
but seriously.
Yeah.
Register. You nailed it. You really did good.
I still feel defeated.
No, you can't feel defeated because you accomplished it. You see everything you just did?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
What's that song? I'm so proud of you.
Wow, that's the name of the song?
Drake. The Drake song.
Drake, yeah. So, we'll just start it up now. Yeah.
Just like a lot of it more editing.
So, Jen, why don't you tell them about the big news of what happened yesterday?
The big news?
What did you accomplish yesterday?
Yesterday.
Lots of self-doubt. And this is where self-doubt will get you nowhere. But she just kind of mustered up the courage and she did it.
I deadlifted.
She did.
300 pounds.
3-0.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that was a lot.
That's like more than double my body weight.
It looked good too. I mean, you didn't think it looked good, but I.
Well, I'm like a deadlift form perfectionist.
We definitely get really critical.
When I see people, I'm like, oh my god, stop. But like you said, when you're doing like that.
When you're doing a PR.
I'm just super critical of myself. If I saw someone else do that, I probably wouldn't be like, whatever.
When you're maxing out, that's probably the way it's going to look.
Yeah.
It's not like when you're doing sets of 5 or even a set of 3. It should still look a little bit different.
And I had never deadlifted anywhere close to that. Like the most I did was 255.
250.
I did 255 for like some reps. I go off a max of 275, but I've never done it.
Yeah. So here she is doing 300 pounds, and you were on a high. You definitely were on a high after that. And then you did have to go finish the rest of your workout.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was hilarious. She's like, I still have to finish. And she found out that the cleanup, after you find out how much...
Listen, when you have to set up 300 pounds, I was like sweating just setting up and putting the bar away.
See? Now could you imagine double that or even triple that? No. You watch those strongman competitions, you see those dudes, it's like, yeah, I'd imagine they're there for like 5 minutes, literally just taking weights off and putting them on.
Well, you know, that's what kind of made me want to try it. I've just been watching so much strongman shows, and I was like, damn, I wonder if I could do that.
And you did it just fine.
Yeah.
I think that that goes to show, and you were going off your 1 rep max being 275. So what you did was, you did the math out properly for that, but when it really comes down to executing and actually doing the lift and finding out your 1 rep max, that's why you can't always go by those equations, because those equations could have been just your 1 rep max or just something that you did out in your head. You need to make sure that you actually execute something
what
like
I
that.
Also think was interesting is like, I did 300, and I mean, I wasn't like really like amped up, like it was only me and you.
Yeah,
so
I wanted to slap her
no, but I'm saying,
on the back, and
so like,
she said that.
Had that had been like a competition or something, I probably could pull more. Like, because I had no adrenaline in me, really.
Well, now we can't start talking like that. Yeah, we cannot, because I
just think I could.
I think you could.
I think that I could do like 315.
Well, I hope so. That's that 3 plates. That means as a deadlifter, you're now starting off at 1.
No, see, I used to just do that. That's 135.
See, I think for me, how I would gauge it for females, 225 is now when you're starting to become really good with deadlifting, if you're female, in my opinion. For a male,
that's easy.
315 is like the start.
Okay, for a male.
Yeah, I think.
What about for squats?
For squats, I think it's basically the same.
Really?
I think for females, it's like just like I said, generally speaking, if you see, a female, she's putting on, 2 plates, and she's doing it very well, and she's going, that's I mean, she's a good squatter.
I
and
remember
good
when
form.
I could barely squat like 135 when we first got those Rogue bumper
I
plates.
remember, yeah.
All I wanted was like a picture with those bumper plates on each side.
We did take a picture of you with them.
I know, but it was like it was so hard, and now that's like easy.
But isn't it? It's just that form of progression. You can look back at that and see. I was
weak.
Well, I was having a conversation with a client this morning, and she was like, "You probably do this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do." You probably grab the 45-pound kettlebells and swing them, and I go,
but you can't compare.
But that's what I'm saying, and you also can't compare if she just started.
Can't compare my 100% to your 100%.
That's what I'm saying. It is a different 100%. It's a different 100%.
No.
It's
that's something that I want to focus on too for the seminar. So when you're looking up how to like set your goals, and we talk about your goals being your goal and specific to you. I mean, your goal could be to deadlift 500 for one.
Yeah.
I can't say that that's my goal too, because we're at completely different timelines, and
I don't think you should. I think you should compare yourself to the people you look up to in a local and immediate sense. Like if you can compare yourself to somebody, that's fine, and you can also have them inspire you or motivate you. But just know that your goal and timeline is totally different.
Definitely for like inspiration and all that.
Yeah, but the other side, I think you definitely have to respect, and you have to go, you're not me.
Right.
I'm not you. And when we have people that we look up to, it helps. But just know, it's like, you can't just shout something out like that. Oh, I wish I could kick like that. I'd never be able to kick like that, or I'll never be able to lift like that, or whatever, or I'll never be able to make that much money. I think a lot of people are going to come to this seminar that we're having on the 25th. I think a lot of them are going to talk fitness and weight loss and health goals, which is fine. Obviously, that's what we do here, like I said, in an immediate sense, but all of it has been kind of connected, financial, relationship-wise. At least for me, I like to kind of, if I'm doing well in the gym and I'm staying organized and everything, I'm usually staying organized in my life, and I'm usually staying more organized with my finances, everything.
I think all your goals ultimately like tie together.
Well, hopefully. Hopefully you can do that.
You can have a big like life goal, then you have yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about on the 25th, Jen. We're going to talk. Yeah.
What day is that?
That is that's
a Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday, the 25th of September.
Do you remember?
I don't.
The 25th night.
We had to do that intro 3 times.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, she's still scarred.
I actually be a professional.
I actually doubted you more doing that intro than I did on the deadlift.
My brain.
It could be that too. But getting back to the seminar on the 25th. I think that when people come in, they need to know that we're going to have coming into this macro goals, large goals, and then those micro goals, because that's legit. You've seen it. I've written. I always write 3 things on a Post-it. Cross it off. I do lists on the board all the time. Cross it off, and it helps me get to where I want to be. So I don't know if do you even do that? Do you do that?
I mean, I do things in my head. I don't.
You really should start doing that. I think we should talk about that. I think that.
That's like that post-it note shit. That's like your thing. I don't need to do that.
No, not post-it notes thing, but you definitely should write some stuff down. I think that you'd accomplish more. That's what I think. I think that most people don't realize the power of it in actually crossing it off, actually being able to do things. It's addicting after
I'd make
a while.
mine really easy.
Well, I usually do.
Brush my teeth.
I have a tough one.
Eat breakfast.
Well, you could do those. I mean, if you just imagine if you were like, I always skip breakfast.
Yeah.
Then I would write it down.
No,
but
I
I
get
think
what you're saying.
But I
to
think
see something like physically in front of you
and be able to. I usually do 2 easy-ish ones and then 1 tough one. Like one's like workout. Make sure you don't just sit on your phone or something. It's like those constant reminders. Or don't get, like the other day I had one. It was like, workout, don't get distracted. I actually because that was a big thing. Somebody calls, somebody does this, I'm on the phone, somebody has to switch on their schedule. It's always something. So even those little things that get in the way, we'll talk about at the goal setting seminar, because I think that's the biggest issue.
Mm-hmm.
You can write the goal all you want, but if you don't actually have anything...
The biggest issue is being able to implement and follow through. Anyone can set a goal, but how do you get from point A to point B accomplishing said goal?
Yeah.
Everybody's made goals, like, ask somebody. They probably made a goal like 5 years ago, and it was a goal they probably could have achieved in a year. Look at people with fitness goals, like, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds, but they get so discouraged thinking it's going to take them such a long time.
Yeah.
When it's like, okay, well, that time was going to pass anyways. So if you had set your goal to only lose a pound a week, you would have accomplished it, you know.
Well, if you set the 50 pounds as the year-long goal, let's just say you said, hey, in the year I'm going to lose that. Okay, and then you just said, all right, well, now what do I have to do? I have to divide that by 12 months. So now each month, how much do I need to lose? If you did it that way, and you said, hey, I'm just going to stay on a nice schedule and stay organized with that, if you had a couple bumps in the road, you know, and then the next week or the following week it goes.
It's because everybody is so, like, instant gratification. Like, no one's happy losing a pound a week.
They're just... I think that those shows...
Like, oh, it's not a no.
I think those shows really ruined everybody. I really do believe that.
Yeah, Jillian Michaels.
I don't think it's specifically her. I don't think she helped, but with her approach. But I think that...
Well, don't forget, it's all a big...
Oh, no, but that's what I know, and you know that. But people who aren't very educated...
They made it seem just like, you know... Like, that was completely doable, and that's how you should lose weight. And it's like, no, you shouldn't be working out for 8 hours a day.
That shit is insane. And then
when you have a job and kids and responsibilities, like, you know, those people, that was all they were doing.
Yeah.
It was, like, very controlled.
And they were having, like, 1,000 calories a day. And they're doing that. I think that's awful.
And all those people gained their weight back.
Well, that's also, after that show, they had to sign something saying they would, a non-disclosure saying they wouldn't talk about gaining the weight back. That's terrible. I mean, and I think that kind of ruined the weight loss type goals for us because we get people coming in all the time. I have sat here and I thought, to me, sometimes it's a joke, but they're being dead serious. They're sitting there, they're like, hey, I have a vacation I need to go on in 3 weeks. I'm thinking, can I drop like 25 pounds? And I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. It's like, no. That is so dangerous, so bad. So they've looked at scale weight, and they've just kind of just mutated it and said, oh, if I'm not dropping 6 pounds a week, I'm not working. And you're like, that's not the way it is. I mean, you and I both know that, but I think that's...
Spa, baby.
Well, I think that when we get so many people in on the 25th, so we're going to get so many people on there. That's going to be their goals. And all of them are going to talk weight loss and body fat. And we need to have a realistic expectation of that. And can you lose 50 pounds in two months? Yeah, sure. You're going to just ruin your metabolism. You're going to just crash your body. You're going to do all these things. And you have not even begun to learn anything. How are you supposed to learn anything in that amount of time? You know, you're going to screw yourself up. So... I think when people come in here, they need to make sure that they're taking that approach and going, oh, all right, I got to, take it easy.
Yeah.
I have a client that's been here for 6 months. 6 months. She's down, I want to say, 16 pounds. But she's down 16 pounds. She feels amazing, extremely strong, no pain, hasn't had any body aches, no anything like that. And now has finally started to have a better relationship with food. She's eating a bowl of ice cream every once in a while. She's having, I'm going to just have some cereal as a treat. Has this really good relationship with food. I think that's a win. You know, that's a huge win. And she wanted to lose, I believe it was 50 pounds in a year. She wanted to do that whole thing. Now it's been 6 months. She's only been 16. So yeah, she's a little far off. She's a little off.
I think though, with making those goals, you have to have some kind of flexibility.
Yeah.
So say, yeah, that was my goal, but you know, your goal is not set in stone. Like things happen, you know, things come up. So she could say, okay, well now my goal is just to lose 16 more.
Well, what about the learning curve? The learning curve too. It's like we have to unteach. How many times have you and I sat in here, pulling our hair out, and just going, how do people not understand? And I think it's like, when you're younger, the information that we were given was not the best quality information. I still remember my parents being like, saying just the craziest shit. You know, I remember eating a whole thing of pasta, like the box. I remember eating the whole thing and just being like, or like half of it and splitting with my brother. That was 4 servings. Yeah. You know, and I remember they were like, oh, just split a box with your brother. It's like, do you have any idea how many? That's 40. I mean, I'm going to get really nerdy, but it's like 160 grams of carbohydrates for one meal. Yeah. That's insanity. You know, for a 10-year-old, you know? So it's like I said, the information that we were given, it just wasn't there. It's not good quality.
With all the diets and whatever, and
we have to unteach it.
We say all the time, it's like nobody, you know, those people are always trying to sell something.
Yes.
They're taking advantage of people, you know. The truth is, to lose weight and, you know, get in a strength routine, you really don't need much. You need normal food. You don't need any supplements. You don't need any, like, fat burners. Like,
none of it. Yeah.
But nobody wants to tell you that, because then they're not going to be able to sell their product.
They're not making any money. And you know, being that we're here at a gym and a training facility, yes, we make money off of you training here. But we're not selling something to see. We're selling a solution and a community, and that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, after a while, we have to, like, really start kind of taking a better look at ourselves and go, dude, what are we doing?
And we're not guaranteeing false promises.
Yeah. And you said that last week, and it was nice. We had a woman come in and sign up who's been through chemotherapy, and it was just like, I just told her what we could do for her and how we could help her. That's it. And she signed up for the whole year. And when that happens, it's great. It's awesome. But it's important to make sure that you let a person know that it's still going to be tough. This isn't going to be easy. I mean, I don't find working out all that easy to begin with, which is why I usually do it. But for us, it's like, don't promise people things like that. Gets their hopes up. And I think that's what the diet culture has done. We've done a seminar on breaking up with diet culture, which was one of our most popular seminars, which I believe we're going to do again, actually, after the goal setting one.
That's my, like, that's like my one message that I really want to get to people, is like, especially me, because you have a good message. I've been through every diet ever, and I think that's why I had such, like, a not good relationship with food, and that's something that's a goal of mine, is just to be able to eat normal and not have to be so fixated on food.
Well, to eat, I don't even know if we could say normal anymore in the way of that we mean it, because I know people that their normal is more of a high fat diet. I know, and they made it a lifestyle. Those are the people that we want to focus on. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's awesome. If they understand that it's a lifestyle, and there's still calories coming in, there's still calories coming out. There's going to be different things you're going to have to eat to help you with deficiencies. There's just different things. I know people who, they want to eat all plant-based stuff. Great, do it. There's still, there's a drawback, there's a plus. There always is.
It's like,
so balanced stuff.
Dropping body fat, like, it really doesn't have to be that hard. Like, you don't have to make these gigantic changes to even see results.
But you know who's responsible for them. But like, we know, it's just false information, and it's constantly, if I go on Instagram, if I go on Facebook, if I go on YouTube, and I'm on them all the time, if I go on them, and I'm like, what is going on? I can't see another guy buy this program, do this take these supplements, it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
we like, what are we doing to people? We're making them so uncomfortable in their skin that they're not doing something.
Protein bars are like, yeah, these are fat burning
Ugh,
bars.
It's so.
What makes that a fat burning bar?
Yeah. Go ahead, tell me. Yeah. Let's really break this down.
Like, I could make a thing of, like, I don't know, like a stir fry of chicken, and I could be like, oh, this is a fat burning chicken stir fry. Like, shut up.
Well, I want Chick-fil-A, so it's a fat burning Chick-fil-A. I really
and when people say this really makes you so mad, when people are like, yeah, try this fat burning HIIT cardio.
Yeah.
Any workout where you're burning calories could potentially be fat burning.
If I got up,
calorie deficit.
If I was standing right now and I stood the whole day, just literally was just standing here,
fat burning.
I'm fat burning.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know that's the easiest way to explain it, and I guess it's we have to be a little bit more hostile when it comes to this false information, and I guess that's why you and I are so worked up about it. I think it's because it gets tiring. Yeah. It gets really tiring. I mean, I don't know what to do. It's like you tell people what they should do, and it could be a very simple solution, and their life gets involved, and that gets tough. But that we can deal with. But misinformation and things that we were taught are really hard to unteach. They're so hard to unteach. Yeah. And when you hear,
I have a client going on Google every other day saying like, oh, eat coconut oil. Oh, wait, a new thing came out. Don't eat that. Oh, they're saying this.
Yeah.
Oh, drink the celery juice. It's like, please,
yes,
calm down.
So this one really got me, and I know that you know a lot of people that do this. So these detox types, what are you detoxing in your body? What are you drinking crude oil? Like, what are you doing that needs to be out? So here's what's going to happen. You're going to take these detox pills. You have a bit of a tummy because you overconsume calories. So you have a detox and you see a picture of another girl who has a flat stomach. Okay? All you did was give yourself diarrhea.
Yeah.
That's literally it. We're going to go to the bathroom a couple more times. That's it. Now, all these people that are really on that detoxing stuff, you can get micronutrients and things that will support a healthy immune system by eating foods. Eat those foods. It doesn't need to be kale. It doesn't need to be chia seeds. Those things are good, and they are high micronutrient density in those types of properties, or maybe that you are deficient in those nutrients. But you can get those nutrients and detox your body by just eating foods. You don't need to buy some magic pill
or a juice cleanse.
You can have. I had microgreens. I had them this morning. I kind of was like, "What is that? Is that green water? Was that algae?" I said, "I didn't eat my vegetables yesterday. Almost the whole day. I had some egg cups this morning wrapped in bacon, which was delicious. Didn't have any vegetables, so I figured I'd have those. It's 3 servings of vegetables in one thing. That's it. It was just like, oh, you didn't have your vegetables. Yeah, that's why you would have those. It doesn't need to be. It's not a detox.
But if you would rather eat
broccoli
or whatever, then
no,
do
I would have. I just didn't. So I just grabbed them.
Right.
I have it as kind of like if I'm in a pinch, but those types of things, I want those to stop. I mean, I can't even tell you how many Instagram stories I'll go through, and these girls are posting. And I only say girls.
So like, you know, the like the fit tea and the skinny tea and stuff.
That's all those are.
Yeah, so they sent me one once, like a skinny tea, whatever.
Did you light it on fire?
No, so I tried it. Like literally a half hour later, I was blowing up the bathroom.
Yeah, you're like, I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I remember. I was like, I drank the tea because this was like in my, what did I say that one time? My Instagram whatever life.
Oh yeah. You definitely your prime skinny Instagram life.
So I drank the tea, and I remember I went to the park down the street from me to go run.
And you ran, didn't you?
Yeah, I was holy crap.
Yeah,
my stomach is about to explode.
Well,
and so all it is
Jen,
a diuretic.
Jen,
what?
you're full of toxins. That's
I
why.
know.
You were full of toxins.
Seriously, I was full of shit.
You were full of shit toxins. So it's with those. That's all those are, and it drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the stop wrapping yourself in cellophane.
Oh,
stop doing that.
It doesn't work.
Listen.
It does not work.
Listen to me. The people selling it, it works, but it does not. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, I
just
can't.
don't know how in good conscience.
Are we attacking everybody today?
I don't know. I'm just feeling some type of way.
I know. I'm kind of pissed. It's like enough. I just,
We shouldn't be starting our day off.
Yeah. We're already. Yeah, but you know what? Screw it. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm so freaking over it. It's annoying, and I think that they deserve it. It's like, what is going on? A part of me wants to go, if you're that dumb, you should buy those stuff. That's fine. You should
want to waste your
money. You should get fooled. But I don't.
Don't you remember I got into this big Facebook fight with this girl that I went to school with?
I do.
Because I posted something and I was like, I don't understand how
people... Was the Shakeology one?
No, it was It Works.
Oh,
thing.
Okay.
And I just wrote how people will say that having a personal trainer is so outrageously expensive and they can't afford it, yet they'll be spending $100 for these wraps and pills and whatever, and they're not learning anything, nor are they getting any results.
None.
So it's it's just, you could say having a personal trainer is expensive, but it's just an investment. You don't think those pills are expensive either?
Yeah. Well,
how do you not even blink an eye to buy something like that because you're so into that quick fix that's not going to work anyways?
Well, you're hoping it's going to work. I think that's what it is. You're using
false
hope, but hope.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using.
It's so sad.
Yeah, but instead of using actual factual information that might hurt you emotionally up front by going, you're doing some things wrong, you might have to change your life a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. That's what people don't want. They want to add a pill, and that's our fault.
It's just aggravating because they'll drop money on that, but then it's hard for them to see value in a service where they're not getting an instant product, but they'd be gaining knowledge in nutrition, fitness, and all this other stuff, but they just can't wrap their head around. Because it's not instant.
Oh, yeah. For sure. And I know we have actually
Trust me, if I could snap my fingers and everyone would be fit and jacked, we'd love to do that.
That would be great. That'd be awesome.
Maybe we should try to figure out a way to do that.
We could probably try to figure out a way to do it, but
hocus pocus.
We have lost. You and I have lost clients. Or not clients. We have lost consultations because of this type of talk. We had people come in, I do the Shakeology stuff, or I do the isogenics, and I was just,
it's so sad.
And as soon as I commented, well, we're going to want you to probably eat, real food, and it is real food, and getting all upset, and then defending it like a religion, that's where you lose me. I think that a lot of people have been given some misinformation, and I think that we see it too much, and screw it. We gotta say, we have to say something. I can't just sit here and be silent, because I'm the one, and you're the one, or we're the one that this whole team has to explain to people that this isn't the case, and that is really hard to unteach. It's so hard to unteach. I had a woman so wrapped up in the ketogenic diet, which, by the way, I'm a huge I was on a ketogenic diet for many 2 years, and then tried it before that, and I absolutely loved it. I still do. I would cycle on and off of a ketogenic diet and not, but her thing was she couldn't wrap around her mind that she didn't have to do it. She kept cheating and doing this. I said, well, maybe the diet's not for you. And finally, she's given up, gone to the more balanced side. She's healthier, she's stronger, everything makes more sense. She's not yo-yo dieting. She's given up that soft body shenanigans I always talk about. That's when somebody is dieting, then not, then diet being good, then not.
Yeah.
So, and their body just never seems to firm up. It's always just kind of soft. It's like skinny fat. And then she was like, you're burning fat when you're on a ketogenic diet. That's important. I said, you're also consuming more fat, so that's why you're burning more fat. But anyway, it was just...
Yeah. I think that was my problem too. I think with the nutrition side of it was I always thought I had to be on a specific diet. Like I always had to be eliminating something. I never knew that I could just eat. Like...
Eat the way you want.
I was always like, oh, I have to cut out the dairy today.
Yeah.
Oh, no carbs.
Yeah.
You know, I never like grasped that whole like concept of like balanced. I always thought I had to be trying like, oh, let me try keto. Let me do Whole30. Let me do this. It's like, no, just freaking eat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
because doing all those diets only backfired to me every time because of just...
Well, because then you'd want those things even more, you know? And in your case,
every time I have, other than like my initial weight loss, every time since then that I've tried to lose weight, I've only gone backwards because I've tried to be too restrictive. Yeah,
and you can't do that. Most don't need more restrictions. They need just a little couple tips, some things that they can do, tracking their food, usually just kind of energy expenditure, and that's it. And honestly, you're probably the strongest out of, I mean, obviously we did 300 pounds yesterday, no problem, that I've ever known you, you know, but you also seem a little bit more emotionally in tuned with food more now than ever.
Well, I think I just realized that, like, I'd rather be 5-10 pounds up and just have a balanced, better relationship with food than always trying to be fighting this 10 pounds and then just keep going in this vicious cycle.
But Anne, you would know. And
I feel better. Like I just said to you the other day, I'm like, okay, I'm eating 1,800 calories, but I like don't want to work out. Like I have no energy.
Yeah.
So that adding in only 300 calories more, I feel so much better. I actually want to work out. I have energy to work out.
Because you eat to perform, which is something that we talk about all the time with our clients.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you're eating to perform because the whole point of this was to feel good.
Right. So you just have to flip your thinking and like the food is fuel. Like you don't always have to be getting smaller.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I'm trying to train for a sport while trying to lose
weight. Yeah. And you also have to remember this, and I think we could really end it on this note. And I said it to 3 people today already that were struggling, and I think everybody needs to hear this message. It's really easy. There's more to life than just constantly trying to lose weight. Enough with that shit. It's like, let's just stop. Dude, we need to focus on getting stronger, getting better, having better relationships with people, with food, with our performance, our body image. It's like, okay, it's like, enough. Stop trying to constantly lose weight. You're holding your happiness in this constant flux of like, am I under? Did I gain? Did I not? I'm going to step on the scale. That is so dangerous. It's like, stop doing that. Let's talk about the health in your mind, the health with your body, how you're performing, and let's just end it there.
I haven't weighed myself in probably 2 months.
See, look at that. That's huge. It's like
because and I'm in such a better headspace not doing that.
Yeah.
So if I did have whatever, say I did want to do competition, and I was like, okay, I had to be in this weight class, then I would. But for right now, just training to perform and listening to my body and not getting discouraged by whatever number I see, I don't want to.
It's super important. So I think that
and by not weighing myself, I find that I make better choices food wise.
I think we have something there. I really do. I mean, we do want people to track and constantly.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything,
but
for me, my priority is always trying to have a better relationship with food.
Yeah.
Now, not trying to lose 10 pounds.
Yeah, focus on changing the lifestyle, not trying to change the scale weight. For sure. Damn.
And with that,
we are out. Live, laugh, and live sculpted. We're out.
Peace.
Live Sculpted.